We back on, Todd. Todd,
Yeah.
back on.
Okay. Yeah, I was looking for.
Oh, Salaki.
Yeah, kind. So, hey man, they doing these false. They doing these Revelation 10 and 5. I get it. I know. Or 5 and 10 is one of the two.
I got that Hebrews.
Edomites going into captivity too, man. The vintage shall
This
fail.
is Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12.
America will be destroyed by thermonuclear fire if y'all don't know. Y'all got to pay for the iniquity of y'all forefathers. Once again, Edomites are going into captivity.
Let's go.
Edomites, so-called white men of the Bible, are going into captivity for the iniquities of y'all fathers.
Women and children too.
That's right.
What is this slavery?
You want to hear the word? You want to hear the word? It come out the Bible.
More good, good,
Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12.
good slaves.
For the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is quick
It's quick, man.
and powerful
And powerful, man.
and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit,
That's
and
right,
of the
man.
joints and marrow.
That dude that was up here talking that shit, that scoffer, man, he got cut up, man, through the spirit and the flesh, man. And got marked. And got cursed. Damn.
Oh, 2 and 10.
Many woes unto him.
And is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
That's right, man.
Yes, 10.
Is that it?
Neither is there any creature that is not manifest in his sight, for all things are naked and open into the eyes of him with whom we have to do.
These motherfuckers worship us, man.
That's why I said that's
You know
a
what I'm
fucking
saying?
idolatry,
They
man.
fucking worship us, man. But y'all act like y'all don't want to.
Oh, I'm talking about the Karens and shit.
No, I'm talking about these fucking Edomites from the other
Karens.
nation.
Karens.
They act like they hate us so much. Man, y'all worship us. Y'all worship a man named LeBron.
You know what's funny, y'all?
You know?
They say the mass multitude that these like so-called quote-unquote drill rappers or young dudes that trying to be rappers now promote to is like 80% Edomites.
Yeah.
You know, it's 80. So they
Hey, man,
they
they
pick
love
up on that shit that
rappers,
Jake
man.
do.
They love
Yeah.
Tupac. They love us, man. Yeah.
Slim
man,
Jesus.
They love us. Hey, but guess what? We don't love you, motherfucker.
Come.
These 2/3 love you. We don't. We can't wait to put your ass in fucking slavery, man. We can't wait for y'all to buy shit. Y'all put your ass in slavery, man.
That's right.
We gonna come with change.
The wicked nigga woman just kicked the board and shit.
Fucked
Fucked
up,
the board
son.
and shit. And she gotta pay for that.
man.
Like us, man, she don't know. This stuff costs
I know
money,
you
man.
good, you good.
I came out of this bucket. And that was a beautiful thing, man. This stuff costs money.
That's
Hey,
what
yeah,
I
we
said. I
gonna
have to watch
scratch
my
you.
spirit. I'll be ready to get my foot
We
on
gonna-
these.
Right, I feel you, bro.
Go ahead.
It's Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I am he, and there is no God with me.
That's right.
I kill and I make alive.
He kill and he make alive, not Satan. Keep going.
I wound and I heal.
That's right.
Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
None can deliver out of the Lord's hands, man. What was about that I forgot his name, man. Damn, I got it in my notes. Somebody speak. Yeah.
For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever. If I win my glittering sword and my hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to mine enemies and will reward them that hate me.
Hey man, that glittery sword missiles, man.
Right.
Hey man, when that missile shoot up, man, it's like
Second
a
Chronicles
glitter.
16
It's
is
shining, man. A lot of you people gonna catch that in that day, man. Y'all catch the bad one, man.
That's right.
For what? Y'all, the scriptures say that ye shall know a prophet was among you.
Right, right.
That exact moment that you finna die, you gonna remember being a bitch in front of his dancing with that cellulite stomach.
That's right.
And the nigga gonna remember his flashing the fucking 9 on us.
Exactly.
And that scripture right there just proved that the Most High, that he's the overseer. He got to clear everything. So it ain't nothing happening. He control both sides. It ain't nothing that's not happening that the Most High ain't clear or that he ain't orchestrated.
Just like different departments.
Right.
Like where once like these like corporate people, whatever, they have like this like breakdown, like they have like the main guy.
Right.
But then they have there's like different like managers like under like the main guy, but they all have like their different like departments. Like they even kind of like show that like on like Family Guy, like when there was an episode where Peter like he set up like idols and he had his own cult, All right, but then like the Most High like got like jealous. All right, but then like Peter like he so-called repented. All right, and then so like the Most High was he got on the phone and he was like, all right, just turn off the plagues and all that shit. Like that's on like a more like serious level. Like you have like different angels doing like he's got like death angels. He's got like Satan to like tempt you. All right, he's got just like different just like angels that just like post up and like just like watch you. Cause I even like I don't know if you guys remember Danger Mouse from England.
Danger Mouse,
Like,
yeah.
that was back in like
yeah,
2011 when he was I think he was teaching about like the Sabbath was Friday to sundown, like Saturday to sundown, and I was like first like I didn't like exclusively like listen to like GMS at that point. Like that was but like I was I was listening to his like he had like a sit down and he was like so-called like breaking it down, but like for and I remember that was on a Friday, so like I actually that time like I kept like the Sabbath like Friday to Saturday like sundown like just in case, but I remember it
Stop taking pictures.
I remember like I felt like some sort of like presence, like I was like looking in the corner and it looked like someone was like standing there like watching me, like it was probably an angel. But then like the next a couple days later there were like people from like GMS like London like just like breaking it down like properly and rebuking.
I seen the one that was
Right. Yeah. And the brother speaks is true. Because just on that video I showed you, the dude said, man, anything you say, your life holds you hand to hand. So your life testify against anything you say. Like the Lord, odds is 10 times brighter than the sun. So you say you did this, well your life holds you hand to hand, man. He'll just bring up a screen like, yo, no, you didn't do that because I got you. You never repented for that.
Say
So,
though.
you know?
The Lord not dealing with no family men, man. You know, you can't put your son or mother or father or children before the Lord, man.
Yeah, that's how it's even in the Old Testament, right?
Yeah.
That law, like I forget where it is, but it's like if thy fellow countryman or like family member like compel you to follow another Lord, and the punishment was like to bring them before like the elders and put them to death, right? Like for that. So it's always the Most High has always been like the first priority, right? Like that's nothing different.
That's why he said our lives are
Like for you Old Testament, or you Old Testament scoffers talking about how Yahweh Shai doesn't want you to honor your father and mother and all that shit. All right, so yeah, if you learn and go precept upon precept, you get the proper breakdown.
got some more on that.
This Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 42. I will make mine arrows drunken with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh,
That's right.
and that with the blood of the slain and of the captives, from the beginning of revenges upon the enemy.
That's right.
Rejoice, O ye nations, with this people, for he will avenge the blood of his servants.
That's right. He will avenge the blood of his servants, man. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's plain as day, man. Like I was bringing out earlier, you know, you offend one of his little ones, it's better that a great millstone was cast about your neck and you was cast into the sea, man. That's how they killed Emmett Till. Well, part of it, after they done tortured him and shit, they threw him with a cotton gin that was about 70 pounds, weighed him down, man, down in the water. Get that second comment.
Oh yeah, why? Yeah,
At the
Emmett
time
Till,
being-
because he said something to one of you fucking
he
dogs,
whistled that, right.
bitches. He
Whistled
said, "What up,
said
baby?" or some
something,
shit, right?
Huh.
Hey man, fuck the so-called white bitch. Everybody, man, fuck that bitch. That bitch is evil as shit. I can't wait to get payback on you, man.
She still living.
That bitch, oh, she's
She
still
still alive?
living?
Still living.
Oh yeah, so that means the Lord got a special death.
Right, she getting saved for
Yeah, another thing, and then like yeah, but all these like there's always like justice for all these like fake Jews. Like they just put another like
Hey, I'll clean that shit right here, man.
like that the so-called
Trash.
right this yeah the can't spoil anyone. All right, but like with this like so-called like Holocaust or whatever, like there was this one guy like he was a so-called like guard or whatever, like he's almost fucking like 100 years old, and then like he gets like a sentence and a trial and all that. or for what he did in like the so-called Holocaust.
Oh yeah. Well, what about the? And I'm gonna cut you off, bro. The fucking dude who just raped him, a kid, fucking
He
white
got
boy.
6 months.
He got 6 months in a holding cell.
Man.
Ain't that a bitch? A holding cell ain't nothing. And he heard it.
Isn't that supposed to come-
First of all, okay, rape is nothing wrong with rape. I'm not saying, but how he did it was like brutal. We did it within the law. We did it like, okay, is she single? Okay, she out there. All right, that's when we can do it. We give the 50 shekels to the dad. We did it within the law. How the way he did it was just brutal. She had to do it and everything. So and you did only 6 months in the holding cell.
Say though, right quick, get that though, because at the time being when we was talking about the discussion, it was perfect for the topic and just for edification. Yeah, 2 Corinthians. Wait, 2 Chronicles. So like,
But
2
y'all love this
Chronicles.
fucking place, man.
2 Chronicles 16 and start at 11.
We hate this place, man.
Right.
This our solution.
Besides the man of the Lord, there's nothing righteous about this fucking place.
That's right.
Y'all so-called white people going to slavery according to the Lord. Right.
Yeah.
We'll get that.
2 Chronicles chapter 16, verse 11. And behold, the acts of Asa, first and last. Lo, they are written in the book of the kings of Judah and Israel. And Asa in the 39th year of his reign was diseased in his feet.
That's right. Now, what do Jake normally go through, man? Like the gout and shit, man. But we ain't gonna say it's that. We just gonna say it's a disease.
Oh,
Keep
by the
going.
way, and how you cure gout is tar cranberry juice. Y'all don't look up nothing. Tar cranberry juice is concentrated cranberry clear right up. Y'all don't know that.
There's a lot of cures out here through the medicines of the
Name of
field.
those things you got?
Chlorella tablets.
Chlorella, and they said
Spirulina.
cilantro. They said that pull out a lot of those different metals that be built up in the food.
And that shit also help out when you drink a lot. It help clear out your kidney and your liver. Keep going on that though.
Until his disease was exceedingly great. Yet in his disease, he sought not the Lord,
That's right. In his disease, he sought not the Lord. But what?
but to the
He
physicians.
sought to the physicians, man. Y'all think y'all can cure everything if y'all got some fucking money. Y'all think anything is curable if y'all got money, but y'all don't put the trust in the Lord. We know that the Lord giveth the increase. Keep going.
And Asa slept with his fathers and died in the 140th year of his reign.
That's good. Stop right there. He said, man, Asa slept with his fathers, man. He got put to fucking death because he trusted in man and not in the Lord. And at the time being, we was going over the topic. The Lord, he heals and he wounds and whatnot. The Lord put that upon him to see if he would turn it to him, and he didn't. Get back to the second Ezra 15. Why? Because it's many famines going on in Venezuela, and they don't have no fucking medicine out there either. Like you got doctors or physicians, if you want to call them that. Well, actually, it's a difference between the two because the doctors take the Hippocratic oath, and the physicians, they actually somewhat deal with the body. They deal with the herbs and the field and whatnot. That's why it's a difference between the names, and that's why you don't need to be dealing with these doctors because they going off and dealing with witchcraft. But going on in Venezuela, they got so-called doctors out there trying to do what they can out of the will of their own heart because they're only working, but some of them only 2 days out of the week, man. They're not getting enough money to be stable. The only little food they got, the so-called government officials are keeping for themselves and their own families, man. They're not spreading that shit. That's why it's a lot of lynchings. I just read an article yesterday, brought it out about them welding up the little gates that come down upon the store and shit. You know how they got them little metal gates that come down the glass? They welded them shits up because there's so much fucking looting going on, man.
To the step, they only got a form of the chip going down there. They got the biometrics with the fingers.
Yeah. They got that shit at my fucking job, so that's how you know that shit ain't gonna do nothing but come straight from South America to North America. It's gonna go through Central America, through Mexico, and boom, it's here. Keep going out. Second Ezra.
Chapter 15 and 9. And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter.
That's right.
I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
He will not suffer us to dwell in this place, man. He will not suffer his servants to keep dwelling here, man. He said this is nothing but a light affliction, man. A light ass affliction that we got to go through, and that's it, man. And this is nothing. He said his burden is light. You stand on the highways and byways, and you have fun doing it, man. This is the only day we look forward to. I ain't looking forward to tomorrow having to wake up before these Edomites and shit.
Even when you gotta cut somebody out, it's still.
Hold on, go ahead.